Good afternoon and welcome to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited.
Glam out in the best names and designer frames with Quartz Optical. Buy one stylish frame and get 50% off your second pair. Sport your favorite Armani, Converse, Vogue, and many more frames for less. Get an additional 10% off and pay nothing for 30 days when you pay with Ready Finance. Book your free eye examination appointment online today on www.quartzoptical.com. Don't miss the opportunity to glam out, only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Offer available while stocks last. Special conditions apply.
Welcome back to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, the Carnival Development Corporation, the CDC's first calendar event for Vincimas 2022, is slated to take place this Saturday, April 30th. The event, dubbed Energy, will emanate from the Key Shed in Kingston. WEFM's Activated Mornings was joined by the CDC's marketing officer, Ellsworth Ezzy Roberts, who explained the reason behind the name Energy.
Why Energy? Well, the concept of the event is where the name was derived from, right? The concept is whereby the artists will be coming on stage, not doing 10 and 15 minutes performances. They come with your energetic song and you hit it off hard. The idea is to excite the crowd. Yes. You want to start Vincimas with excitement. So you run on stage, you excite the crowd, you do performances, whether 3, 4, 5 minutes, and that's it. So it's about energy. The DJs likewise are required to hype the crowd, to make persons excited and so on. Yes. So based on the concept of the show, the name Energy was derived and we have been pushing it, and it has been well received so far.
The CDC's marketing officer then went on to talk more about the venue for Saturday's event.
The way we're going to be setting up the Key Shed is also something quite interesting. We're going to maintain that kind of rustic look. I don't want to give out too much of it, but we have a concept as to how we're going to set it up and everything. We have made a number of site visits and we have identified where everything will be placed and so forth. So we're basically working with a blueprint at this point in time.
That was marketing officer at the Carnival Development Corporation, the CDC, Ellsworth Ezzy Roberts. Active cases of COVID-19 in St. Vincent and the Grenadines are now at 54 following the recording of 2 new rapid antigen cases. No new PCR cases were confirmed. According to the Ministry of Health, Wellness and the Environment's COVID-19 update for Monday, April 25th, there were no new COVID-19 recoveries confirmed. There are no patients currently admitted for COVID-19 care. SVG's COVID-19 death toll remains unchanged at 106. Since the ministry's last update on Sunday, April 24th, 118 persons have received their second dose of the COVID-19 vaccine, taking that total to 30,424. Since March of 2020, there have been 8,406 PCR and rapid antigen COVID-19 cases recorded here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The National Emergency Management Organization, NEMO, is urging residents and motorists in low-lying areas prone to flooding, lahar or mud flows and landslides to be vigilant and exercise caution. A flash flood watch is in effect for St. Vincent and the Grenadines until further notice. According to the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Meteorological Services, a low-level trough is encroaching on the islands and the upper-level environment is expected to become supportive. Consequently, cloudy to overcast skies, pockets of light to heavy showers, periods of light rain, and isolated thunderstorms are anticipated across St. Vincent and the Grenadines during the next few days. This activity could peak by midweek across the southern Windward Islands. The latest forecast model guidance suggests rainfall accumulations of 75 to 125 millimeters, with isolated higher amounts in mountainous areas during the next 24 to 72 hours. On to news in the region. Antigua and Barbuda should one day become a republic, its prime minister has told the Earl and Countess of Wessex during their Caribbean tour. Gaston Brown said during a meeting with the royal couple who are touring the region to mark the Platinum Jubilee, it was the country's wish to remove the Queen as head of state. However, Brown acknowledged that such a move is not on the cards currently. He also called for reparatory justice to compensate for slavery. The Earl and Countess met Brown and his cabinet at a meeting on Monday during the third leg of their Caribbean tour. The Prime Minister also called on the Earl and Countess to use their diplomatic influence to help the country receive reparatory justice. The ink has dried on a memorandum of cooperation MOC signed between Barbados and the Royal Caribbean Cruises, Royal Caribbean International RCI, that will see numerous Barbadians joining the Royal Caribbean staff. Barbados' Minister of Tourism and International Transport, Senator Lisa Cummins, was most delighted to share the news from the Sea Trade Cruise Global Conference being held in Florida. An urgent press conference was even hosted and streamed to disclose the quote-unquote surprise. Through the MOC, RCI CEO Michael Bailey explained that the Royal Caribbean family is deepening its commitment to Barbados, hiring and recruiting Barbadians from not only across the typical hotel spaces, but across the entertainment space as well. On the international scene, 3 Chinese nationals and their Pakistani driver were killed in an explosion in the southern city of Karachi, police say. The blast ripped through their van, injuring at least 4 others near the university's Confucius Institute. Police have yet to determine the cause of the blast, but the separatist Baloch Liberation Army said the van was attacked by a female suicide bomber. The group opposes Chinese investment in Pakistan, saying locals do not benefit. If confirmed, it would be the first time an attack by the group has been carried out by a female militant. The group has targeted Chinese nationals on a number of occasions, as has the Pakistani Taliban. And finally, in sports, Emma Raducanu has split from coach Torben Belt after only 5 months. The 19-year-old US Open champion confirmed the Belt as her coach in November, but believes a new training model is needed. The LTA's head of women's coaching, Ian Bates, will work with Raducanu in Madrid this week. I want to thank Torben for his coaching, professionalism, and dedication over the last half a year, said the world number 11. German Belts, 45, previously coached former world number 1 Angelique Kerber when she won the Australian Open and US Open titles in 2016. His successor will be the British number 1 Raducanu's 4th coach in a year. This has been WEFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 3 p.m. for WEFM's 3 p.m. News. WEFM's Midday News is brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited.
Happiness is the Quartz Spring BOGO, April 21st to the 26th. Buy one item, get the second 50% off on credit and 25% off with cash purchases. Don't miss these great deals. Up to $600 off television sets, stoves, refrigerators, bedding, and a whole lot more. Come early and don't miss our doorbuster deals. Spring is in, only at Quartz, bringing value.